Good morning, boys and girls. Please open your math book to page 654. The first thing we're going to do is check page 654. Number 14 is 5/9. Number 15 is 1/6. Number 16 is 1/4. Number 17 is yes. Number 18 is a short answer. Why are equivalent fractions needed when subtracting unlike fractions? Because then they represent the same sized parts. Page 655. Number 1. 1/4. Number 2, 5/8. Number 3, 5/12. Page 656. Number 4, 5/16. Number 5, 7/12. Number 6, 1/2. Number 7, C. I hope you did okay on this assignment. When you sent in page 653, the biggest issue I had was students not simplifying. So make sure you simplify. And if you had trouble with that, talk to an adult. Open your math book to page 657. We're going to be doing a problem-solving investigation. We're going to learn a new strategy today, determining reasonable answers. Keyword is reasonable. Let's learn the strategy. It says Leandra feeds her pet rabbit Bounce the same amount of food each day. Bounce eats 3 times a day. About how much food does Leandra feed Bounce each day? The key word in that problem is about. So when you hear the word about, we know that we can estimate. Number 1, what facts do you know? Leandra feeds the rabbit the same amount every day. What do you need to find? How much food she feeds her rabbit each day. 2, plan. Use estimation to find a reasonable answer. So we're going to estimate, and we're going to be reasonable. Those are the 2 key words today. Then we're going to solve it. Round each fraction to the nearest whole number. In the morning, she feeds Bounce 3/4 cup of food, which rounds to the nearest whole number of 1. In the afternoon, it's 3/4 cup also, and that rounds to 1. In the evening, Bounce doesn't get as much. He only gets 1/4 cup, and the nearest whole number is 0. In one day, she feeds Bounce about 1 + 1 + 0 cups of food. We add that up, it's 2 cups. So, Leandra feeds Bounce about 2 cups of food each day. Is my answer reasonable? Yes, 2 is a very reasonable answer. Let's look at page 658. It says Jonas needs to determine how much wood to buy at the store to make picture frames. Here's a picture frame. The dimensions for each picture frame are listed on the table. About how many feet of wood does Jonas need to buy to build 5 frames? So he wants to build 5 of those. And over in the chart in orange on page 658, we see the top, bottom, and the two side dimensions. Let's look at number 1. What facts do you know? Well, he uses the same amount of wood for each frame. Number 2, we have a plan. We are going to estimate and find a reasonable answer. Number 3, we're going to solve it. We're going to think about the top, the bottom, and the two sides. The top 5/8 rounds to the nearest whole number of 1. 5/8 is also the bottom. It also rounds to 1. It shouldn't surprise you that the top and bottom of the frame are equal. The two sides are the same too. One side is 3/4. It's estimated to the nearest whole number of 1, and the other side is 2. So now we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. How many feet of wood does he use? He uses about 4 feet for one frame. But the question is, he uses 4 feet, but he wants to make 5 frames. So we multiply 4 times 5 and get 20 feet. Is that a reasonable answer? Yes, it is. It makes sense. Your job on page 659 is to do this page, to do estimating, to give reasonable answers. Also do page 660. Do some thinking. When you finish that, maybe you could go outside and shoot a basket. Yeah, just like you would in 5B. After you shoot the basket, work on page 662. You're going to do estimating and find reasonable answers. Be reasonable. You will take a photo of that page and send it in. I want to see your good thinking. I hope this lesson made sense to you. This is Miss Spafford saying, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.